Welcome to the Spuddy stream, everyone. Hopefully you all are doing well. As I see you all here this evening, as we will get some matches underway. Thank you, by the way, for the raid earlier, Averted. Thank you so much. It means a lot for me here. And speaking of Averted, actually, we're gonna get to see Averted tonight. As we've got Royalty Series here tonight. NBDA, New Balance Dad Association, a new org on this stream. This is not a org that I don't know of. I've definitely seen this org a couple times, but first time they're actually on this stream. NBDA, New Balance Dad Association, 624 taking on Torrent Gelion, who we've seen on this stream before. Torrent Gelion, a pretty solid roster, although I don't know if we've ever seen them on this specific stream, but I have seen them on the Ascent Tournament Series main stream. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Grantler, thank you so much. As again, this match will be starting in just a few minutes from now. NBDA, Torrent, both 1-1 in their two matches so far this season. So to perform well is actually, I gotta make sure I get the lobby up. I do not have the lobby. That's a problem. Let me get the lobby up for them. But again, we'll get this match. Here we go. Let's see. Alright, now the lobby's up. But we'll get this match started in just about a minute or two. But again, Averted being one of the many players that is going to be represented here. Good friend of mine, another good caster. Be an exciting time. Should be an exciting match, to be very honest here. Well, the one person I do know on NBDA quite well is Juicy Berg. He's been on the stream a couple times. He's been on a couple different rosters. I thought it was pretty impressively. It's a pretty impressive career. He's been around for a while. Kind of nice to see Juicy Berg back again. Get things going in hopefully just a few minutes. As soon as we get an update on where these teams are, we'll let you all know. But NBDA taking on Torrent. Two orgs. Again, NBDA, New Balance Dad Association. Torrent out of Torrent Core. There we go. We're getting the players joined in just about a moment. So again, we'll get them in just about a minute. Early match tonight as well. This is part of the Gryffindor Esports Premier Division, which is sponsored by actually House Gryffindor, not Gryffindor. But it's the Gryffindor Esports Division, sponsored by House Gryffindor. Again, we're going to be seeing some pretty high-ranked players, GC2 at the minimum. Well, I know for a fact Torrent and Gelion are definitely close to GC3, and I know Juicy Berg's definitely close to SSL. Speaking of, actually, Juicy Berg's going to be in the lobby here with Azu and Bagels. Other side will have Averted. Nave. Is that July? Is that July who's gone by Bubble? I think it's July who's gone by Bubble. Yeah, it is. July, I guess, is going by Bubbles tonight. Anyways. Oh, I think he's doing a name change. I think he just noticed. July just noticed. Oh, my name's not correct. And there's only 3 players on that roster. By possible elimination, it's pretty obvious which person it is, but we'll get July back in the lobby in just a moment. There we go. Yeah, July did go for a little name change, so we'll get this match underway now. These players are ready, and so are we. NBDA, New Balance Dad Association, their first showing on the Spuddy stream here in the Royalty Series Premier Division. They take on Torrent Gelion, who we last saw on the Ascent Tournament Series mainstream make a, what was it, a top 6 performance? And it was a top 4 performance in our Ultimate Division of our ATS Season 3 Paradise. So ATS Paradise Cup 3. They're also currently in our Apex Cup for this season, as now they gotta get a good start in. Averted with the first goal. A very quick start as well. I love this move from Nave. Just continuing to make players guess, never really leaving any options off the table. And when you do that, you force players to consider what you can do. He was definitely setting up for a really nice double tap attempt. That could have been quite the dangerous position as Torrent with the first goal. Not done just yet. Looking in front is July. Jumping in is Averted. Juicy Berg will get away, and I think for NBDA, they're going to really need to utilize what Juicy Berg can do. Really good all-around defensive type player. It's going to be really good for them in the backfield, but they can get Bagels and Azu to really work their magic upfield. Really allow to have less pressure on Juicyberg. Again, he's a more defensive type player. He's not going to be one that's going to... At least, I don't think he's going to be one to play more of that aggressive role for this roster. He is a very high-ranked player, very individually sound. Very good defensive player. Gotta really utilize that to really put some pressure on that Torrent Gelion midfield. As Knave. Azu. Here goes July. We'll look towards the net. Juicyberg will be there in time as Knave again. Great dribble from Knave. Will force Azu to wait. Averted. Can't put it on target. Very tough angle to begin with, but really good early pressure from Torrent Gelion. Continuing to the attack NBDA 624 as Juicyberg. A little bit of boost will find Azu. Shot saved by Averted as the angle really wasn't there for Azu. Went to the back post. Near he couldn't go to the other side of the net. If he can hit that far side of the net, he's scoring that one as Averted on the fake. Oh, he's bumped out his own teammate in Knave. Averted will stay on this one. Up the back wall. July. Oh, he's missed the back post. Juicyberg was on it anyways. Knave around the back wall. Bagels to clear. Averted. Challenging. Azu. Outright here as Azu again. Bumped out by July. Here goes Bagels. Juicyberg waiting, but it's Knave to keep it away. And Averted did jump on that, so he's a little out of position here, but a shot on. And oh, Knave missed it! Why did Knave hit that? It was going in the back of the net. He didn't need to make that touch. And what should be a 2-0 lead for Torrent out of that shot from Averted. They'll be pretty unhappy because that is one that Knave really shouldn't ever be thinking about going for. Juicyberg. As I said before, individual talent will definitely be someone for Torrent to focus on. As still 2 minutes left in this game. And again, they should be up 2-0. The chances have only been minimal here as a long shot. It is in. Averted will go for another. A long effort from Averted. And it goes right over Juicyberg. He just can't challenge it. And Averted now gets another big clear that this time will work for him. Now a little bit more comfortability. Bagels. Oh, it's in field! Azu! It's a goal back for NBDA. Early bump from Juicyberg. Just a pass in field, and so often in those passes in field, it's kind of a question of do you keep it really tight on the net or do you go outwards? More often than not, you want to go outwards. You want to force defenders to jump at you. I don't know what that kickoff was from Averted. That could have been quite dangerous. July doesn't read this one. Juicyberg to clear. Averted towards the net. Bagels will be there. A save as well will help them out here as up goes Averted. Can't get the second touch. July. Averted! 3-1. Averted with another. Unable to get the double tap, but July is going to outplay the both defenders. Averted, an open goal will not be hard for them to score in, but an upfield pass from July really makes that happen. Torrent Gelion after a little bit of worries earlier on with that open net miss from Knave. Now don't have to worry too much about it anymore because they've got quite a substantial lead at this point. And the NBDA just don't look like to be the strongest team on offense. And I don't know if that's going to change. I don't know if they are usually a strong team on offense. But right now they have not exactly shown a sort of deftness for their offensive plays. They just haven't shown much. Again, Juicyberg is a great defensive-minded player, but they need somebody to really step up upfield because right now we're just not seeing it from them. Torrent team that has a pretty good offense. You really can't rely on just being good defensively to beat them. Fly. Not bumped out of the way. Has a Averted in support. Will just go himself though as gets around Azu. Oh, off the back wall. Will be a play in front as Juicyberg forced the challenge. Over Averted. Not around Knave. Oh, it's a big demo, though. We'll leave room open for Bagels. Cut out play from averted. July jumping in. Torrent just in the last couple seconds. Those 50-50 challenges, although this one doesn't connect. UC Berg will have a chance to score, but it's July who'll save it. And Torrent Gelion will win game 1. So for Torrent, their offense, as many expected to really show up here, averted with 7 shots. For NBDA, simply put, I just haven't seen the drive on offense that we need out of this team if they're going to beat a team of this kind of caliber. Simply put, you don't really want to mess with the Torrent Gelion offense for long periods of time. Better off really playing offense against it. As we're going to go into game number 2 here. Torrent, where they, I would say, pretty standard start for a team of their skill, but they got a little bit more to do. They're not out of the woods just yet. It's only game 1, and we see so many teams change drastically after a game 1 performance. We'll see if NBDA 624 are one of them, but I have a feeling that they haven't been, because so far this season, in both their matches, they've been sweeps. They've either swept their opponents or they have been swept, so that does not strike me as a team that is really one that's going to make a lot of adjustments. We'll see if things change. It's only been 2 weeks to be fair, but I think that they haven't. Again, that they haven't had super long series tells me that they are not a team that's making a lot of those adjustments. But we'll see how things again change, because something's going to have to change for them. Simply put, they're just letting Torrent play offense. They're playing defensively, and that's fine, but against Torrent, that doesn't exactly work for very long. July. Great bump from averted. We'll leave this one as July goes infield the demo. Dave to the corner, second touch. Juicy Berg can't read it. Dave completely outplayed Juicy Berg. And Torrent with a goal in game 2 already. And it's just a great simple play from Dave, hitting it up the corner, making the players slightly pull them out of that net a little bit to attack the corner. When you pull them out like that, you get yourself a little bit more leeway. Oh, this is a big miss. Nave with an open chance. Back wall, looking for the second. Won't need it as this one's dropped in front. Save away. Bagels. Flip reset will be Nave to challenge. Will be pinched out as Torrent staying on top of the one. July. Oh, what a dunk! That's gonna be close to the net. Azu. Juicy Berg whiffed it! Save anyways, Azu. Just got back in time. Off the back wall. Naves look for 2. That's gone off the back wall. Second touch will actually outplay his own teammate here. Averted will need to take some time. Oh, but dunked out by Juicy Berg. Masterfully read by the solid defense out of Juicy Berg. Man, Torrent is still winning the race of the ball right now. NBDA just getting beat. Again, they're playing so much defense against a team as good as Torrent are on offense. That will not work forever. Bagels. Second touch. Actually, that's gonna wait from them here. July is just gonna wait to outplay the midfield. Azu to the side wall. Juicyberg's been kicked up. NBDA attacking that net, but nothing really showing here. Nave gonna get around a couple players here, but NBDA doing well to keep 2 on every challenge. Now towards the net. July's gotta get to this one. Juicyberg beats Nave. July waiting. He's been the furthest one back so far in almost all these chances. Now he's gonna get the clear to averted. As Juicyberg whiffed on it. Averted. Back wall. Second touch will head to the side. Bagels whiffed on it. Chance. Oh, but it's gonna be absolutely chaotic in front. No way to score for that if you're Torrent. Gelion. 1 goal so far, though. Not enough for Torrent to feel comfortable, but a lead that will put NBDA in a bit of trouble. July stops short of the clear. Now it's Juicyberg. Can't get it away. Nave. Azu. That's a high fly flick. It will be Juicyberg, but averted calls there this one. Knave will force out the play. Averted with a high flick. Juicyberg can't read it. Bagels will hold on to it. A lot of room in front, but that's where Knave comes into the play. NBDA really, the longest amount of time we've seen them on really offensive pressure. We haven't seen much out of this offensive pressure, to be fair. It's better than game one, which definitely a bar that they need to beat. As Juicyberg in front, July whiffed on it. Averted, doesn't have boost, was hoping July would have that one. As Torrent just want this one away. Knave breaks through a couple defenders. Juicyberg, July whiffed on it. Averted's got to stay back now. Now they'll challenge. Averted. Infield play. Knave to shoot off the bar. Smash in the back of the net. It's a second for Torrent in game two. After how long they've been asking, that's a shot that will bomb its way in. A second goal in game two for Torrent. And thank you for the follow there, Valk. Our NBDA 624. Thank you so much for joining this buddy stream. As NBDA in a lot of trouble now, and they haven't done well to score so far much this series. They, I think, only had one or two goals. I think they only had one goal last game, so they have just not had it working for them in offense. Against a team like Torrent, who again have an offense to play with, really asking a lot of your defense to hold on for as long as they have. Fly. Up by Azu. It'll be Knave to win. July again. Torrent trying to find a third goal, but they won't need it. Game 2 will be theirs, so a 2-0 series advantage now for Torrent's Gelion. Going into this game, Torrent, again, had a loss last week. This is more of what they want. So after 2 games, Torrent, the offense just continuing to play the way that you would expect it to need to. But again, with how these games have been going, would be more than happy with a sweep. I mean, they Torrent won last week. The Death Cloud Trident, so trying to start that win streak for themselves. I apologize. It was NBDA who lost last week. But for now, 2 games. Pretty comfortable looking for Torrent. Their offense is definitely getting the job done, even if it isn't nearly as quickly as they'd want it to. I think they'll be more than happy with just getting their wins. Again, we'll see if they can do it. They got to end up the series here. There's a sub changes coming up for NBDA. Valk has joined in, so it's going to be Valk, Bagels, and Juicyberg. So Azu's gone. Valk is in. In Game 3, NBDA 624, New Balance Data Association. Again, they need to make some changes. More than just roster changes. As July, he almost broke his way through early. Bagels gets that save. Would have been an absolutely incredible strike to start Game 3. And really a real blow to the momentum out of NBDA. Not that they really have any to begin with in Game 3, but again, it's making changes. It's hoping for something to adjust. That would be about as bad of a start as you could have if you're NBDA. Now they'll clear. July to challenge. Cave will be up with Valkyr. Averted. Up the ceiling. Juicyberg towards net, but July has it. And straight up for Valk, though. July. Oh, that's a bit of a bad touch from Valk. And Torrent's going to have some free room here as a downward pass. Knave just off the back post. We didn't hear the ding. It's usually characterized by a post hit, but that was definitely on the post. There's another clear for Torrent. Averted. Oh, a double commit here with July, meaning no shot to be had. His Bagels to clear. Knave. Oh, he's missed on it. Averted to get there as July towards the net, averted. Jumps quickly. And here goes Valk. Dave doesn't have boost here, so a very awkward challenge out of Torrent, but I think they'll win here and we'll actually give them some chances up the other side of the field. July, Knave, Bagels is up. Now averted! Oh, he's just hit it wide. Here goes Valk. Challenged by July. Knave, demoed away. And NBDA will wait on this as Bagels needs to march down the field. July on the win, though. Valk. If they even had a little bit of boost, that's a goal. Here goes Bagels. What a block in front of Gelion. Second play. Juicyberg. And the first lead of the night for NBDA 624. It was a free first chance for Bagels and one where Torrent, I'm surprised I didn't challenge earlier. Maybe it was one where they were expecting the shot to be low. Couldn't have been any further from the truth. And now Torrent, who so far have been able to rely on being in the lead at the very beginning of these games, now has to come back from being behind, but that was something this team can do as Valk gets that save. Averted to score! Well, that won't take too long, will it? As Valk just tapped it up the back wall while he prevents the chance from July. A play like that is only going to be left in the midfield. You really don't have to work when you save the ball in that position. If you're going to go through the middle of the field like that with your clear, it's got to be very, very powerful. High game now. With 2 minutes to go and NBDA chasing. This series is averted. Get rid of Bagels. Knave will to this one as the challenge. Back to averted. Bagels will... Oh, missed this one completely. Juicyberg, goal in action. Off the corner. Here goes Knave. Back wall for July. This one, it's Valk on top of it. And Torrent. Oh, they're out of position here, actually. Everybody kind of in the midfield line. Could have been so much worse for them. As Valk, oh, he's missed it! It's in front! It's in! What happened to Valk? Well, I don't know what to say, but simply put, Valk misjudged it. And actually, July got a dunk on that too. Bagels nearly saved it anyways, but one mistouch from Valk. Torrent jumps right on top of it. And Torrent Core, we only need one more win this series. Edging closer and closer to it. Dave. Averted. That one kept away as here goes averted again. Dave. Averted. Up the back wall. July. Averted again. This one's hit the crossbar. Kept out. I think someone may have even had a piece on that for NBDA. Whatever it is, if it doesn't go in, that's the real answer. NBDA still have a chance in this game. Dave. Bagels to net. July. We got him a bit slow to that one, but I'll be so fortunate Valk doesn't get the touch on that. Because if Valk does, that's going in. Has 30 seconds to go. NBDA 624. They've either swept or been swept so far this season. Again, I'm almost certain lost last week in a sweep. Could be 2 weeks in a row here as July to clear. Bagels is back. Averted will chase him down. 10 seconds to go. Knave wins it. Bagels needs to clear it away. Valk down the field. Juicyberg. Oh, it's kept up here around the corner. Averted doesn't have it. Oh, it's hit the floor. It missed. Valk missed it. Averted had no boost. That should have been tied. Instead, it will be a 3-0 sweep. Torrent Gelion in a matter of millimeters. have one game free. I have no clue how close that was, but that was close. We're gonna take a we're gonna take a look at that replay as soon as we can. What a dramatic ending to game 3. But it is a 3-0 sweep for Torrent Gelion. We're gonna look at this one. Uh-oh, seems like we might be having some errors. Well, I mean, we saw how close that was. That was on the goal line. That was... majority of the ball was in. I thought that was a tie game. Ball hit the floor before it actually went in. Again, what a good showing here for Torrent. A 3-0 sweep, and that means for NBDA, I think that this is now, I believe, now I believe this is 2 weeks in a row they've been swept in their matches. And they were swept last week by Team Eclipse. Definitely had their... They've definitely had some tough times here. They've not had easy... not been in easy positions. But it is a 3-0 sweep. I'm still going to see if I can watch that replay. As we're going to get a new here with them. Let me see if I can get to the replay one last time. It seems like the replays might be bugged. Yep, seems like we have an error with our replays. They just will not run. So, unfortunately, we cannot watch back on those replays. Not a big deal. We're going to join them in for an interview anyways. Welcome in, Averted. 3-0 sweep for Torrent Gelion. And, I mean, this is now 2 weeks in a row you guys have been able to win in the Royalty Series. How are you guys feeling here? That's a well-fought victory.
Yeah. Very scary in game 3, you know. Ball's coming over there. I'm trying to yell at July, you know, ball down, and he just, you know, keeps it up and almost got a score on, but came through a little scary. And it's our first time playing together in about a week also. So you know, good to get a win off that. And, you know, always fun to play people I know. I do know Juicyberg. We go back, you know, probably doesn't know me anymore. I'm a fan, but yeah, always good.
Yeah, you mentioned as well, 3-0, you guys played well, you guys have to have been feeling pretty good about that. And you guys, you know, I think wanted to be, I think are ones that want to be happy with that, want to be, you know, feeling pretty good about that as well. Again, it's 2 weeks in a row. You guys didn't have a good start to the season. You lost your first week. Now you've won 2 in a row. You kind of have gotten yourselves into this. This is a Torrent Gelion team that I know can be at the top of this division. That first week it gave you guys, I think, a little bit of concern, but after that, now 2 weeks in a row, now you got, I'm sure now the confidence level is through the roofs for this team.
Yeah, it is. And you know, after that first week, it was very unlucky. You know, we're playing against Jay, very good team, definitely a top, in my opinion, top 3 team in this league at the moment. And you know, it was a tough one. Obviously, we lost in 5, but next time we're gonna be better. But regardless, yeah, after that, we were just like, it really didn't affect us because we know, like, you know, that we didn't play too great, and we're just like, you know, we're gonna bring it back. Regardless, I think I'm confident we can get a top 4 finish, if not top 2. You know, maybe, you know, depending on the bracket, but I believe that you know, I'm confident in this. I don't know. I think that'll be our only loss this season, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you guys are playing well here, as well. You went over NBDA, put you one step closer to, again, having a very, very positive season. Thanks so much for joining, Averted. Congrats on your win. Before you go, do you have any shoutouts? Any last things you want to say?
Yeah, you know, I want to shout out. Can I shout out myself? Can I do that on my Twitch? You know what I'm saying? I rated you earlier.
Sure.
You know, and you know, shout out to Averted, but also shout out to, of course, my 2 teammates always showing up, always being there. Nave for the carry as well, and I'll shout out to what's his name in chat? Far, I believe, Far from House. He's in the chat. Big fan. Know him IRL, kind of, and you know, great guy. Always been there, and yeah, shout out to you too for casting, and that's about it.
Well, thanks so much for joining, Averted. I was going to shout out your Twitch anyways, but I guess you did it for yourself. Thank you so much for joining Averted. Congrats to Torrent Gelion, a 3-0 sweep over NBDA 624. Have a good rest of your evening. Take care. We'll hopefully see you again soon.
Yes, sir. About you too.
I was Averted jumping in a 3-0 sweep for Torrent Gelion there, as yeah, I'm overly bugged out because of the whole replay thing, so scoreline's not showing up on the bottom. But don't worry, it's there. It is a 3-0 sweep. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream. It means a lot to me to do this for all of you here tonight. It's been a relatively boring last couple of days. I've actually had some pretty terrible storms in my area, so I've been worried about that, but hopefully we don't have anything bad happening. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream and all that we're here for. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody. Take care. Be well. And we'll be live again tomorrow, almost certainly, with more Rocket League action.